Tubies, my Teletubbies. It's me, Sheila Truelove, and I am giving you a show. Yes, yes, yes. Well, okay, enough of that. What we're going to talk about right now is, I gave you a little show. How was that? Was that good for you? Was that as good for you as it was for me? Hold on, my tubies. I'm trying to get this information together for you and me. Hold on, tubes. My tubies, my Teletubbies. Okay. So yes, my tubie, I have the information that I wanted to share with you, and it's entitled "Scared of My Spouse." And this is a female who is speaking with Dr. Phil, and it's just unbelievable. Listen in.
She'll just nod and keep quiet. She'll get drunk with him. She'll have sex. She'll do whatever it takes not to set him off. Now, when we prepare for shows, the staff spends hours on the phone pre-interviewing the guests. And in all of the years they're doing this show, Sue has been the most nervous, the most fearful wives we have ever encountered. Take a look.
I'm a bad wife because I don't do what Andy wants me to do. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make my marriage work. I don't feel I'm good enough for him. I don't feel that I deserve him. When Andy comes home, he wants dinner on the table. If he wants sex, I give it to him. If he wants to talk, I don't usually talk back because if I do, I know I'm going to get the wrath of Khan. I can't do anything right. My tone of voice is wrong. If I say anything, I'm arguing with him. I always feel like I'm going to be in trouble. You're in trouble, little girl, today. You bad little girl. You need to put your nose in the corner. I just don't want him to leave me. I'm so scared. I just don't know why I'm so bad.
She blames herself for all their problems. I mean, she really does. It's like, if I would just do better. She blames herself.
Andy is evil. After we were drinking too much one night, Andy got really mad at me and threw me up against a shed. And his friend had to come out and grab him off of me because he was choking me. He's taken a knife and cut the bed. He shoved me on the bed and I hit my head on the headboard. Where I go in the bathroom or in the bedroom, he breaks the locks to get in at me. Andy has broken around 3 to 4 locks around the house. Andy's pulled the screen door off and threw it and crushed it. Andy can get violent, but since I stay so submissive, I don't think Andy would get physical with me again, but I honestly don't care if he's going to kill me.
What?
He's going to kill me. I feel like I'm already dead anyways.
Well, my producers had more questions for Sue about it.
Now, this is ridiculous. Now, there was a time when Sheila Truelove would lose it, but I'm going to maintain my composure because I have come to a realization that tubies, in this world, you have some people, some women especially, they love drama. They love drama. Now, she just expressed to all of us here, okay, how this character treats her. And her biggest fear is that I'm afraid he's going to leave me. She should pray that he leaves her, wouldn't you say? I don't understand all of this. I just don't understand it. Now, I could understand if this was like 50 years ago, 50 years in in the past when women didn't have much of a choice because they had to rely on their husband's income. She's a housewife. Why would any woman this day and age, 2020, 2000 anyway, in the 1900s, sit up there and be a housewife and stay at home and let this dude, I have acid reflux, excuse me. I need to take some, hold on a minute. I need to get my, I need to get my Toms. Get Toms. But I don't understand. These are Toms. They're supposed to be good for Anti-acid, whatever. But I don't understand what's going on with these women of today. I just don't get it. This is not 50 years ago, 100 years ago, when you had to be dependent. And this is another point I want to confirm or share with you. When you have all of these couples talking about, oh, we've been married for 20, 25, 30 years. Yeah, but look at what the crap that they had to endure. They don't tell that part when they're in front of the cameras. Yeah, we've been married for 25, 30 years, honey. I've been with my man for, yeah, let's talk about all the crap that your man put you through, though. How many times he's cheated on you? How many STDs have he given you? How many times have you been in and out of the clinic? How many black eyes did you have? That's not nothing to be admired. Not these days. Not these days. Anyway, let me finish.
Andy's behavior, but she became very nervous about how Andy would react if she told us certain things, because she knew if she told us, then he would hear about it once he got here.
Tell me how you feel when you have to do something sexual with Andy when you don't want to. Sometimes when I don't want to have sex with Andy, what do you think? I'm just afraid Andy's gonna get mad at me for saying something wrong or doing something wrong, or like I could just see his face right now just being so mad, like, why would you say that, or why would you do that, or, you know, like, really, Sue, why would you do that or say that, to do this to me, and how could you, you know? And I just don't want him mad at me because I'm afraid he's gonna leave me.
Okay.
I just don't want him to get mad at me. She's walking around in her house, the place where it's supposed to be your place of rest and a place for you to be able to recharge. She's walking around in her home on eggshells. Everything in that house is a landmine. You don't know where to step. You don't know what's going to blow up. I mean, we kidding? All this abuse that this character puts her through, and her biggest fear is he's going to leave me. Hey, the door's open, Thea. Come here, Thea. Go ahead. It's open. You can do it. You can do it, Thea. So, yeah, this is craziness.
You've written to me before.
Right.
You want to be here today.
Yes, I want to be here. Because I want my marriage to work. It's on the last legs, and I don't know what to do.
That's not a marriage, sweetheart. That's called Videodrome. That's called curricula. It's far from being a marriage. It's a circus.
And I think the only person that Andy will listen to is you.
Yeah.
He's never listened to anyone before, ever.
Mm-hmm. And you understand, both of you, in order to get things changed, in order to get things right, get things better, you have to be honest here, right? You have to be, Andy has to be.
If everyone's not honest and tell you everything, we're going to be divorced.
Do you think he bullies you?
Yeah, I know he does.
Does he yell at you, scream at you, call you names?
All the time.
Then you got to be willing to say that. We asked you questions and you were afraid to answer because you're afraid you're going to make him mad by what you say.
Well, I always feel afraid of what he's going to say.
You said to us that he has called you a stupid bitch. He's called you the word. He's called you stupid. He's called you a little piece of, he's called you dumb. He's called you an idiot. He's put you down. You said he's done all of that to you. We asked him about that. He said, quote, you name it, I've called Sue it. Whatever it is. I mean, he's admitted that.
I think that's weird that he's acknowledging it because he...
Now, this is another point that I made in some of my previous videos. This is why women should not be doing the most when it comes to letting somebody pop off in your mouth, using you up in your rectum, every hole that you got, anal lingus, looking out at somebody. No, don't do that, because they lose respect for you. I'm sure she's done all of that. I'm sure she has. And you see the way he talks to her, he has no respect for her. He calls her a whore, bitch. Like he said, you name every derogatory name that you could think of, and he's called her that. Whereas when you have a female who don't do all of that, all of the most or that extra, he still have at least he may leave or cheat or what have you, but he'll still have a certain amount of respect for you. He'll watch how he treats you in front of people. He'll watch how he talks to you. He wants to sit up here and go from A to Z. Condom, buddy boy. Okay? And I ain't looking at a nobody's, excuse my colloquial, shithole. That's so never gonna happen. Ever in life. Ever. That's ridiculous. All that crap is not necessary.
Never has before.
Has he threatened to kill you with a gun?
Yeah, he did when we were hiking one time.
Has he choked you and thrown you against the shed?
Yeah, when he was really intoxicated, he did one night at a friend's house.
Has he grabbed you by the hair?
Yeah.
And dragged you?
Yeah.
Has he stabbed the bed with a knife beside you?
Yeah, when he was talking to me one night and I asked him why you did that, he says, I don't know, just for fun.
Has he broken the doors and the locks in the house trying to get to you?
Yeah, because he thinks I'm going to hurt myself.
Why are you putting up with this?
Because I think I deserve it, and I think that it's my fault.
Has he cheated on you?
Yeah.
But yet you took him back, but when he came back, he said, okay, I'm coming back, but there's going to be some stipulations here. You're going to have to get your act together. He's cheated on you, but he has rules if he's willing to come back to you.
Right. He said that there's rules for him to come back, and that if I don't, clean the house the right way or make sure dinner's ready, or that, last time he left, I didn't give him enough sex, and that, when he came back, I was like 40 pounds thinner and I looked so awesome, and, all that stuff. And I was so nice to him. I did everything he wanted when he came back. And, when he would come home this time, I would have, a drink ready for him and just wait on him hand and foot. And he loved that. And so, of course, he's going to come back to me.
What did you think when he said, go sit naked in the cul-de-sac for 15 minutes and think about this?
I thought he was crazy.
Your theory is if you would just shut up, do what you're told, not push his buttons, have dinner ready on time, keep the house clean, have sex when he wants it, keep yourself in shape, that everything would be fine.
Right.
This is basically your fault. If you would just do a better job of being a wife and a woman, that everything would be okay.
Yeah, I feel like a bad person.
So what I need to do is just get you to be a better wife and woman.
Yeah.
And then this will be fixed. I don't even really need to talk to him. I just need to shape you up.
Yeah. He tells me, if you would just get better in counseling and you would just be better, and if you would just talk nice to me, then everything would be fine. What don't you understand, Sue? Do you just not get it? Are you that stupid? What don't you get? Do you not get it?
But you need to make this work because, let's face it, nobody else would want you, right?
Yeah, that's what he tells me. No one else would ever.
And you believe that?
No one else would ever want you when they find out who you really are.
Which is who?
Dumb.
Who are you?
Ugly,
Dumb,
fat.
ugly, fat.
Stupid, unlovable.
Dumb, ugly, fat, stupid, unlovable. Lazy.
Lazy. Everything you can think of, I am.
Well.
And like I said, you have a lot of women out here who need that extra outside validation. Nobody's ever going to want you, whatever. Yeah, put that to the test, sweetheart. I'll show him. Really. Yes, from my Sex Talks #1. Yeah, hi, Dawn. Dawn Malone. Hi, baby. Yeah, that's craziness. That's why I'm saying that you have to know who you are, and when it comes to waiting on somebody else's approval and being validated by some man, or you're not worth much unless he says so. Are you kidding me? I had a neighbor downstairs. She doesn't live here anymore, and she was speaking to me about how she had no self-esteem, and I said, "Well, what happened to your self-esteem? How did that develop?" And she said, because of the men. This is the way the men talk to me. Would you believe I cried? I actually sat there and I was talking to her, and I was getting emotional, and I was like, how could you let somebody say these things to you? Why is his word more valuable than yours? Why is it that what he say means so much more than what you should know about yourself? And that hurt me to my heart. It really did, because she was so wonderful. She was such a nice lady. Anyway, we went on dating sites and I got her out there to dating. So she's out there probably now having the time of her life. How about that, buddy boy? Nobody's going to want you. That ain't the way it turned out when we was hanging out on which service did I use? It wasn't Match. It wasn't Black People Meet, because I think she was Italian, or she was Italian or Irish. But even though she's not a racist or anything, but I just didn't take on Black People Meet. I took her on, and Tinder. I didn't know about Tinder at the time. I took her on, and she was getting all kinds of calls, all kind of hookup. Date after, told her to keep it public. Always go out on a date with at the mall. Go to the mall. She was getting dates after dates, honey, having the time of her life. That's right. She moved. I hope she's doing well. She's probably too busy to even call me now. So and that's a plus. Good for her.
Oh, coming up, we're going to meet Mr. Wonderful. Andy, I mean, to hear him, you would think he's going to come out here with horns and a tail, right? We're going to hear why he says Sue could be a better wife. I mean, is this all one-sided?
Now, I agree that if a woman is a homemaker, she's a stay-at-home person, which please don't ever do that, ladies. Please don't ever do that, please. But if she, for some reason, decides to do that, you should cook. When he comes home, his dinner should be made. That house should be immaculate. If you have children, they should be bathed, washed, homework, sitting at the table doing homework, and in their PJs, ready to greet dad. I agree with that. I don't have any issues with that. He wants the house clean. He wants to eat. He's right on that. And I think that's what she's doing. But when you're dealing with narcissistic bastards, nothing is good enough. Nothing.
We're going to hear what Andy has to say when we come back.
Andy leaves me, I feel like I will die. Andy is like a part of me. I've lost who Sue is, so he tells me who I am.
Well, that was Sue. She claims her husband Andy has choked her, chased her, broken down doors, taken away phones, locked her in the garage, and cursed at her on a regular basis. She says she's extremely worried that he will leave her. I know what you're all thinking. I hope he does, right? If he's doing all of that, why would you care?
Holla! Holla! That's my exact sentiments.
Husband Andy says he's not the only one to blame in this situation. There's another side. Take a look.
Sue should respect the fact that I'm the man of the house. I provide everything for her, and the duties of a wife is to have sex and cook and clean and do her fair share. I mean, if she's not working, I work between 40 and 60 hours a week. If I tell her to have dinner ready sooner, she should do it, or if I ask her to pay a bill, she should try hard to do it. I do get mad at Sue if I have to go 3 or 4 days and she doesn't want to have sex. A lot of times I won't say anything and it'll be ongoing, and then when I do say something, I don't present myself with a very nice tone of voice. I come across as a little mean or intimidating when I'm really mad. I lose my temper and throw things and call her name. She just keeps pushing my buttons. At this point in our marriage, if I could just break up with her and she could go on being happy and I could go on being happy, I would do it.
So he's ready to bounce. She's the one that's hanging on to this abuser. You see what I'm saying? I know she got trauma issues, and you know what? Take that to a counselor and a support group. I don't recommend anyone going to counseling. Don't just go into counseling, because it's not going to work. It's not. Don't sit up here and tell people to go into counseling. No, you have to have a support group too. She needs to go to a support group to build her self-esteem, how to build self-esteem, or she needs to find herself a codependent group. They have them all over the world, everywhere. Find yourself a codependent group. Get yourself 3 sponsors, 3 people who you could call when you're feeling crazy, whatever. People who could take you out and say, let's go out to a movie. Girlfriend, get dressed. We out of here. You know what I mean? So she's not sitting around just freaking out. Because going into counseling and doing this talky talk thing, now that don't help. Without support.
is characterizing you as being a very demanding husband and a bully, in fact. I've said there's two sides to every story. So I'll just ask you straight up, is she right? Are you demanding? Are you a bully?
I can be that way.
Yeah. Why? Why would you treat her the way she's characterizing you? Do you do that?
I do. I don't. That's not my intentions. I get frustrated. I feel like she doesn't do her part, and I feel like I have to do so much more to make everything happen, and it irritates me.
So you think the end justifies the means? Because she doesn't do things right, that it makes it okay for you to treat her in a demeaning way?
No, it doesn't.
But you do it.
I do it.
You call your wife the word?
When I'm drunk.
But you can't get that drunk. That's okay.
No, but the thing is when they're drunk, that's how they say, what is that, a truth serum? When people are drinking and they start saying certain things and calling you out of your name and cursing and profanity and all the above, if you will. Yeah. A drunk heart, a drunk mind speaks with a sober heart, or something like that, they say. So when he's calling her a bitch, a mf'er, you whore, this is what he really feels. He's sick. But then that's what she gets for doing all that extra in the bedroom. You shouldn't be conducting yourself like that. Always remain a lady, sweetheart. Always. Freak that crap.
It's not okay.
I mean, you call her a bitch and a word? I mean, that women have a long memory.
I know that.
What the hell's going on here that this is okay? Or you say when you're drunk, are you like a bad drunk?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
I
she
mean,
is.
I guess I just remember the good times. So the bad times, I guess I tend to drink too much and black those out.
are you a bad drunk?
I get mean sometimes.
Am I talking to a couple of alcoholics here?
Could
I
be.
think so.
No, I'm asking seriously. Self-diagnose something here because something's way wrong here. If you two are living this way and you're calling each other names and you're wanting to die, what the hell kind of life is this?
It's not a life.
When he drinks, he gets really mean and starts calling me names. This is when he does all this stuff, and he doesn't remember anything.
Well, then you must be drinking a lot. And my question to you is, what the hell are you thinking? And what the hell are you thinking? Why is this okay with you? You're scared to death he ain't gonna come back to you?
Because I feel like
this is you want this man. Well, who'd you turn down?
Because
Why are you living like this? You're a better man than that.
I am.
Is this beneath you?
Because I feel I'm just so dumb, and I deserve it.
What?
I feel like a bad wife.
Because you don't make dinner fast enough? Because you make the bed
No,
straight enough?
I'm just not a good anything. Mom,
What?
daughter, wife, friend, anything.
And he's so inspirational. All right, let's take a break.
That's cray cray. Total cray cray, tubies. Don't be sitting up there letting nobody, tell you your worth. That's crazy. Don't you know the good things about you? People can't read your mind. People can't read hearts. The only people that can read hearts is Jehovah God, really. I don't even know if Jesus could pull that one off. But anyway, God in Christ, I guess. What's that? Yeah, so all this outside validation. I like I told you in a couple of my videos, I can't be so bothered. Okay, while I was sitting up here trying to reload this thing here, and I'm reloading, I'm looking at my Tinder, and these are all the dudes that are trying to get Sheila True Love. Take a look at that. And they're all local. Look at that. We have Patrick, Daryl, Scott, Paul, James, Mark, Matthew, Robert, Mike, Lee, Donald, Jason. But after hearing stuff like this, do you honestly think I'm in a rush You know what they're going to do? They're going to sit there and sweat it out. Hello, Sheila. I'm doing okay and I'm at work right now. How about yourself? Hello. I would love to get to know you better. Hi. How's your day going? Hi. What's going on? What are you doing this morning? He said, this other guy, Mark, I am. It has been 15 months of separation and only divorce in the future. Whatever, dude. I'm like, so when it comes to having dates, girlfriends, and these guys are trying to tell you ain't nobody gonna want you, honey, it's out there. Tinder, Tinder, Tinder. Okay, you have your dance card will stay full. Wow, wow. Brian looks kind of cute. Okay, kind of cute. But personally, me, I prefer Hispanic men. So I have a lot of these Caucasian men. A couple of black dudes. I don't even mess with the black ones. I ain't even trying to go that route. But anyway, um, and they're right in my area. That's the beauty of Tinder. I'm trying to tell you, Tinder, honey. You don't have to put up with all this crazy nonsense, please. Anyway, I just wanted you to hear that how afraid this woman is and how unnecessary all of this nonsense is, to be honest with you. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, so you saw the whatever people from Tinder. Like I said, you don't have to be sitting at home moping, honey. Now this is Lumen, Luman. Look at this. Another group of dudes. Another group of dudes looking to take a sister out. Because I know they know damn well I don't do Dutch. And I don't know first date. That ain't happening. I don't do Dutch, period. And I do all 5 stars. And they better know it. So we have Sandy Filbert, another Robert. He must be on every single day. Then there's Dirk. Then there's Axe. Wow, he even put his phone number. I'm not going to show you his phone number. He even put his phone number. Call me as soon as possible. And then we have Corby. And then there's Michael. And then there's Velino. And then there's James. Then there's Derek. And then there's Jude. Okay. Take a look at these clowns. The black dudes can forget it. That ain't happening. Like I said, I like Hispanic men and Italians. I like the Italians and I like Hispanic. Yeah. So it's like you don't have to be sitting at home, honey, because they're not sitting at home, whatever. But like I said, I'm in no rush because where the hell are they going? They ain't going nowhere. Some of them are looking for wives. I'm not looking to get married. I am so not. They're looking for something serious. I'm not looking for nothing serious. I'm looking for companionship, somebody I can go to the movies with, dinner with. I want to go to the opera. I like to travel as long as it's by car. But with them, I'm not doing no car crap with no man getting in his car. No, we would definitely be doing Amtrak or the Greyhound. I don't like the airplane thing. I'm not feeling that. I experienced it. It was interesting and all the above. But I love to travel as long as it's by Greyhound, Amtrak, or driving. Anyway, I just wanted to share those things with you tubies. He was sitting up here telling his wife, ain't nobody going to want you. Yeah, once they find out who you really are and what you're all about, ain't nobody going to want you. Girl, get up off your behind and get out there, child. But see, she doesn't have a job. Stupid move. Anyway, this is Sheila True Love, truly loving you. I love you, and I will see you on the other side. Well, I have to leave now. It's 8:52 and I'm starving. I didn't even eat yet. Anyway, I'm not supposed to eat after 7. But, some days you just fall off. And I'm getting tired. I love you, my tubies. And I will see you on the other side. Don't forget to press the like. You know why? Because I like you. Yeah. And don't forget to share for anyone who you feel this can benefit or anyone who you feel this can help out. By all means, share it. And remember, you always have a choice. Please choose wisely. And don't sit around in the house moping. You don't have to. With this Lumen, Tinder, Meetup, Black People Meet, come on now. And do everything publicly. Don't let them know where you live. Don't bring them to your house. Don't get in nobody's car. And call your friend or text your friend and let them know, take a picture of this clown. Just sit up there. You don't even have to let them know you're taking a picture. Just sit up there and have your face like that and just do the camera while you sit at dinner. Take a picture and send it to your girlfriend or a family member in case he's a whatever, psycho. But do everything publicly. I suggest, again, go to the mall. The mall usually has food court, or they have the living room the area. You could play games. You could do the table talks. You could just sit and observe. You could have coffee, tea. You could go out for dessert. It's just great. You have so many options. The world is an oyster. I love you, darling. I'll see you on the other side. Bye for now.